visit here at the Harriet Tubman estate. And everyone should come to visit. Very, very important that you do that. 180 South Street, Auburn, New York. 180 South Street, Auburn, New York. For so many reasons, we should honor and respect and preserve the memory of the great Queen Mother, Harriet Tubman, who was born Araminta Ross. This is where she spent her final years. This black woman who helped free hundreds of slaves. We can't even say how many. This black woman who was a nurse, a spy, and a scout in the Civil War. This black woman who even led troops into battle once during the Civil War. This black woman who fought for equality, who was a close friend of my ancestor, Frederick Douglass, who spent her entire life fighting for black freedom and redemption. One thing that a lot of people don't know about Harriet Tubman, her original goal was to go back to Africa. It was not to stay in America. She wanted to go back home and reconnect with her original kith and kin. It's believed that she was a descendant of the Dogon people of Mali, West Africa, because of her spiritual insight and her ability to speak directly with God. Very, very powerful Queen Mother who never had any biological children of her own. So when you meet a descendant of Harriet Tubman, you're meeting a descendant of her brothers and her sisters, her siblings. There is no descendants of her. Maybe that was divine design, because a woman such as that could never be carbon copied or duplicated. But I think it's important that all of us try to carbon copy and duplicate the work of Harriet Tubman. I was just talking to my good brother Damien from Connecticut, walking over to the home for the elderly, and we said, we think we out here struggling. We think we putting in work. Me helping the children and trying to build the school. And then when you hear the Harriet Tubman story, you see how infinitely small your contribution is when compared to someone like her. I mean, here's a woman who never got tired. She came all the way up here to New York, opened up an infirmary and a home for the elderly on her own dollar. She didn't look for grants. She didn't apply for no 501c3, none of that. And then ran back down south to participate in the Civil War. And then used the money she was paid to buy land up here. So when you talk about selfless service and a life of dedication, I think that's personified in Harriet Tubman, and we need to stop allowing people to call Harriet Tubman the Black Joan of Arc. That is disrespectful. Joan of Arc, all due respect to her, could not tie Harriet Tubman's shoes. If anything, the Joan of Arc is the white Harriet Tubman, but Harriet Tubman is not the Black Joan of Arc. But the message today is unity, uplift, liberation, emancipation. The message today is to come on out and pay tribute to Harriet Tubman here in Auburn, New York, 180 South Street. It's important that you get here, visit the gravesite of Frederick Douglass, which is only about an hour and a half from where we're standing. We cannot remember our ancestors because they lived through us, they assist us, and they are there to help us. Today is July 5th, 2013, and we're honoring the memory of two great revolutionary warriors, the late great Queen Mother Harriet Tubman and her very, very close friend, my ancestor, Frederick Douglass. Peace and blessings.
Okay.